Hey guys, Tush coming at you. Just thought I'd do a small project, sort of a power hour project. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to try to clean up these lower control arms and lower and upper control arms. And as you can see, they're pretty caked with grease and grime. You can't even really make out the shape of this one. So pretty rusty. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean these up with a wire brush, and then we're going to throw them in the Sandblaster, and we'll show you the end result after these are cleaned up. So we'll get them down to back to bare metal, and then we'll get them primed up at some later date, and we'll paint them, make them all bright and shiny again. Obviously we'll need new bushings for these, which I haven't ordered yet, so we'll have to do that in the near future as well. Just thought I'd give you a before shot, and we'll give you an after shot later on when they're cleaned up. Talk to you later. Alright guys, the first one is done. So it looks pretty good. A few more little touch-ups, but not bad. So it looks a heck of a lot better than when it went in. So basically the process is to clean them up as best as possible with a wire wheel, and I use a little disc, little grinding disc to clean them up. So before they go in the blaster, just not to get any grease and bits in there. I try to scrape out the corners with a small flathead screwdriver, because a lot of stuff gets caught in there. It's hard to get out in the blaster. So I prep them, fairly well before I put them in the blaster, and it still takes a little while to get them down to bare metal. And it's not the easiest of work. You may think it's fairly easy throwing them in the cabinet and just blasting away, but it's sort of hard on the back, and you got to be bending down, hunched over, and looking at the part, and going back over and standing there for quite some time. And it's not the easiest of things. You'd think it might be easier, but if you've never done it, it is a little bit hard on the back, let's say. Especially when you multiply the parts by, I don't know, I probably have about 50 different parts to sandblast over the course of the next little while. So anyway, that was the first one. We got a start tour, and we'll move on to the next ones. All right, hey, good afternoon guys, Tush coming at you. It's Friday, January the 16th, and it's been a couple days since I've been out in the garage. Pretty cold out. It's about minus 10 degrees Celsius outside, and we've been going down to lows of about minus 19, minus 20 overnight, so it hasn't been very pleasant to be out in the garage. I do have the heat on. It's been on most of the day today. It's just about 12 degrees Celsius. It's about 55 degrees Fahrenheit, so comfortable to work out in the garage today. So I've made a bit of a change in direction on the frame. The last time we talked, we were talking about me doing the blasting in the garage here on the frame, and I did manage to get one sort of little bit of a leg of the frame down up to the suspension pickup point, and I did start on this side. But since then I've actually found a sandblaster who's about 45 minutes north of me, who's willing to do this frame for $250 cash. So I really couldn't turn that down. I think the actual cost of the materials was probably going to be close to that by the time I get through this frame. I'd already spent $40 on glass beads, and I'm sure I'd be spending at least another probably close to $100 worth of materials to get this done, not to mention all of the time that it's going to take me to do it, plus the wear and tear on my little compressor. So we decided to bite the bullet and drag this frame up to Barrie, Ontario, and there's a place called Heritage Metal Restoration, and like I said, they're willing to do this frame for $250. They figured it'll take about an hour and a half to do, so we're going to drag that up to tomorrow, Saturday. And it's supposed to be not too bad of a day. It's supposed to be -3 out as the high tomorrow. So I believe this guy has sort of a Quonset hut outside where he does his sandblasting. So we're going to wait for it, and we're going to watch it being done. So we'll try to get a little bit of video of that along the way. So what I'm going to try to do today in preparation for that is I'm going to actually try to get this leg of this front frame off. As you maybe recall, those bolts are seized in there solid in the frame, so I'm going to try to do a little bit of hammering with my air chisel to try to get the bolt out from the inside to get this radiator protection shield off. So that's been a bugger. Obviously it moves, but I can't actually remove it from the frame. And I really want to get this this leg off the frame, just to make it a little bit easier to transport, a little bit more square to transport. The other thing I want to get off is the rear sway bar is still on the car, so I want to get that off. And I want to grind this this bump stop bracket off here. It's actually been welded on the frame. It's actually supposed to be a nut on a stud, but I guess that broke off and somebody's just welded this on, so I'll have to grind that off. So there's a few things I need to do on the frame to prepare it for its trip tomorrow, so I'm going to endeavor to do that this afternoon and into the evening. I did get a start, I think I mentioned on the previous video, on sandblasting the control arms, the upper and lower control arms for the front suspension. I've got 3 of them done, and I've got the 4th one here just sort of ready to go. So we'll take a break from doing that, and we'll work on the frame as I mentioned, and then we'll get back to the control arms at a later date. Alright guys, that's it for now. One more thing before I go. I just wanted to send best wishes out to Bruce Boschek, who is having his hip operation tomorrow. So I know Bruce is a big supporter of the YouTube Garage Gang and comments and watches a lot of our videos, so we hope the operation goes extremely well, Bruce, and that you're up and around very quickly. So Bruce mentioned that he was going to be probably in a hospital bed for a few days recovering, so he does have his smartphone with him, so hopefully he's going to be able to watch some videos. So if all those guys in the YouTube Garage Gang get out there and push the button, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it. Okay guys, we'll let you go.